In this video, I'm going to show you how to download the Epic Game Store and also how to use it. For this, simply go to any browser and type in Epic Game Store. Once you've typed it, you'll download the first option, just click on it. And so, right here, we have the Epic Game Store. There's absolutely no need for you to register. We simply need to enter the store. Here, you can see all of that and much more, and we'll click right here, where it clearly says Download. We'll go ahead and click it, and then we'll just wait for it to finish loading. The installer will open here. I'll simply click it. I'll double-click it, because in my case, a single click isn't enough. And here we'll click where it says Install. We click it. If it asks for permission, we'll say yes. Let's wait for this green bar to finish loading. And so, the installation process typically takes around 1 minute, depending on how quickly your computer can handle it. This process is actually very quick, since it's technically just a launcher that activates with an internet connection. Nothing else is needed. The initial installation has just finished, and now we're moving on to the Epic Games update. So it shows you here how much data it is, specifically 800 megabytes, along with the current download speed. The installation has already finished, and it went quite quickly. In fact, in my case, it logged in instantly. I didn't have to do anything else, since my computer was already linked to my account. That's why it started up so quickly. Remember, it will ask you to log in using your email address and password, and that would practically be everything here. First off, we have popular games. For example, this game that just came out, we have it. In fact, it even has collaborations. We have this one that's very popular, and then this other one, I'm not sure. It's coming soon. We click on it to learn more about the video game. Here in this section, once it loads, we have videos, we have images. You can see what it's like there. It looks quite good. Here we can see who's developing it, the publisher, and on which platforms it will be available. In this particular case, it's only playable on a computer. The game's genres, its various characteristics, and the full description of the game are all here. I'll click Show More. Here we have absolutely everything in great detail, and it looks quite good. And finally, here are the minimum requirements. Now, in this particular case, since the video game is just about to be launched, it doesn't yet have any specific minimum requirements listed. However, it does provide some other important details. For instance, the available languages and subtitle options. Let's return to the store page. We'll do another example. For instance, this one, which is a free game. Let's just wait for it to load up. Here, in the same way, we've got the photographs, how it all looks, and so forth. Let's go ahead and scroll down, and there's the full description. Here we also have DLCs and other things that you can purchase, which in this case are the in-game currency. And so, here is the overall assessment. Here, you can find all the reviews. These are, let's just say, the official reviews. It lists Eurogamer, IGN, PC Gamer, and many more. Here, we're going to look at the requirements. These are the minimum requirements and also the recommended requirements. And well, that's pretty much all there is to it. There it is. And remember, when you want to download a game, or when you want to purchase it, and so on, you'll simply click where it says Get. And if, for example, you don't want to buy it just yet, click on the wish list, and it will be saved there. And if you want to view your wish list, just click right here. There's your wish list right there. Let's head back to the store once again. We'll continue exploring. Over here, we've got some brand new games that could really pique our interest. The most popular titles, like, for instance, Fortnite, and all its various collaborations. And look, we also have some fantastic discounts. Some of these deals are truly excellent. For example, this particular game costs absolutely nothing. It's incredibly cheap. We'll give it a click, and we're going to simulate that we're purchasing it. Here we can see exactly how the game looks and all the other details. There it is. And here, remember, you can add it to your shopping cart so you can buy several video games all at the same time. Likewise, this option is completely new, and you can even gift this video game to someone. In this case, let's go ahead and check our cart. We'll click right here. So, here are all the video games I have. There it is, right there, and I'm going to click on the button that says Go to the purchase screen. I'm giving it a click. The purchase window has now finished loading, and at this point, we simply have to choose between PayPal or our debit or credit card. Automatically, you'll have a balance here. For example, if you buy several video games in a year with Epic, you'll receive certain coins. I believe it's 5% of the game's total value, and you can use that balance to get cheaper games later on. In this case, if you want to use a card, you click right here, then you enter all the necessary card details, and finally, you click here again and choose Place Order. In this case, I'm going to close this, and this way, you can now easily buy a video game. Lastly, remember that within the store, you have the option to explore. You can search by video game title. Here we have various genres, like adventure video games, and here we have more adventure titles and such. But the most important thing is that in the store, we have free video games that Epic is currently giving away. For example, here we have this one available. We simply click on it, and then we'll need to wait for it to load up. And there you have it, more or less, the video game. It's quite straightforward. Then we click on the button that says Get. For Epic's free video games, you're technically not purchasing anything. We just click on Place Order, and that's practically all there is to it. It will automatically be added to your Epic Games library. From here, we can continue shopping or go to the library. Let's head over to the library, and here you'll find all of your games. Remember, you can organize them, for example, by recently played, which would be these ones here. I click on it, and here we have the recently purchased items. These are all the games that I have redeemed for free from Epic Games, and here they all are. Here it is shown in detail, and you can organize them in many different ways, for example, by playtime, and other interesting options. I will leave it sorted from A to Z. And also, here you have, for example, to see only the games that you have installed. Here, you can divide them by genre, for example, action. In this case, I'm going to remove the genre division. Here, for example, you might find types like digital extras, platforms for Windows, for Mac. We have many options, and when you want to download a game, for instance, I'll download this one. It's not too big. I click it. Here you can select where it will download. In my case, that's perfect. I click where it says Install, and it's very important that you leave this open so it updates automatically. We click Install. We'll say yes if it asks for specific permission, and well, here we can see the download's progress. As I was saying, it's a very easy or very light game to download, and here you'll find all the games that we have. Initially, you have to click it so you can finally start playing. Right here, if you click, you'll find your friends, and if you click on this specific area, you're able to accept friend requests. Or right here, you can directly search for friends to play with them on Epic Games. Over here, you have your user profile, and right here, I have my Epic account and my Xbox account, both of which are currently linked. And so, this is how you quickly learned to use Epic Games in its launcher, which is quite good. Remember, they're constantly giving away games, so it's very important to keep an eye out for the free games. Practically all the games I have here are free, and I've been redeeming them. There are some really good ones. For example, Control. There's Death Stranding. There's also Deus Ex. There are some great games. I even have franchises like Fallout. They're excellent video games and more. And well, that's all for this video.